we don't have a lot of empty space in this room. But we're going to do something that I'm kind of adding this in on the fly, but I think this is going to be a great example for you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to divide the room up into 4 parts. And I'm going to ask you to go to the part of the room where you belong. Just imagine that the room is divided up like that in quadrants, okay? Can everybody see this? And up at the top here, I'm going to put macro people. Down at the bottom, I'm going to put micro. Over here, I'm going to put task. And over here, I'm going to put people. People. So if you are a macro, a big person, big picture type of person, I want you to come to the front of the room. If you are a micro person, you're interested in details, you go to the back of the room. If you are interested in tasks, in other words, getting things done, you go to the left side. And if you are interested in people, you go over to this side of the room, just like we've drawn up here on here. We're going to divide this room. Now, I want you to take a paper and pen with you. Take a paper and pen with you when you go. Macro, big picture people, come up front. Micro people, go to the back. Task people should be over on this side of the room, and people should be on this side of the room. Now, what we're going to do, if you're where you think you should be, we're going to appoint a scribe for each group. Now, the big group over here, we're going to use about 3 scribes. If you've got a huge group, I want you to get in the group, and I'm going to ask you a series of questions. Everybody will yell out the answers in their group. The scribe will write them down. The scribe will write them down. So the first question that I want each group to answer is, what do you like? What do you like? And the scribe for the group should write down the answers, and then we're going to find out something about these people. So go ahead. What groups, what do you like? Get into it. Form up now. Circle around. Circle around. It's okay to talk here. What do you like? The question is, what do you dislike? What do you dislike? All right. Next question. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your weaknesses, groups? Okay. All right. So we've conducted our little assessment now. What we're going to do is we're going to find out what the answers are. You guys are macro task also, aren't you, right? So the first questions we're going to, who's the scribe up here for this group? Scribe? Colleen, you're the scribe? Uh-huh. Okay. So what we're going to do is now we're going to find out the answer to the first question. What do you guys like? Tell them.
Results, accomplishment, impact, progress, transformation, improvements, accountability, achieving goals, deadlines, independence.
Whoa! And we want it now, huh? Who's the scribe over here? What do you guys like?
Let's see, seeing the big picture, success, empowerment, strategic planning, diversity, and coffee.
Who else do we have over here? Give me another scribe here.
Wine. Good times, socializing, team activities, vision, projects, helping others, happy people, getting along, enthusiasm, and positive feedback.
They like helping people. How do you guys feel about helping people over on this side of the room? As long as it helps you, you're fine with it. Okay. Now, let's see, we got our, where's our next group? We're looking for micro, we're looking for micro people here. You're right in the middle. You guys are, okay, here we go. Let's get some micro people here.
We like people who care, who are friendly, helping people, solving problems, feelings, details, and processes.
Feelings, okay. Details, processes. How do you guys in the front of the room feel about details and processes? All right, micro task people back here in the corner. Right. All right, scribe, tell us, what do you like?
More details, math, keeping busy, crossing things off the list, having a list, adding to the list. Specific directions, goals, and perfection.
Whoa, okay. Now, if we want to manage these different groups, Are we going to manage them differently? Yes, obviously we are. Okay, next question. What do you guys dislike? What do you guys dislike?
Okay, dislike. Too many details, lack of preparation.
But wait a minute. These guys really love details back here, don't they?
We like details, we just don't like them to be too many to accomplish the task that we've been asked to accomplish. Give us what we need to get the job done.
All right.
Too many bosses, busy work, procrastination, lack of effort, slowdown, delays, indecisions, indecisiveness, incompetitiveness, incompetence, behavior or barriers, and no progress.
We really dislike that incompetence, don't we? Okay. What do you guys dislike over here?
Okay, the first one they said was micros. Incompetence, personnel matters, detailed paperwork, bullies, babies in the workplace, time suckers, slow movers, rigid thinkers.
Uh-oh. Give me another one over here.
Negativity, micromanaging, conflict, isolation, self-absorbed, arrogance, confusion, lack of communication, and lack of direction.
Do you think that you might see these people as being arrogant sometimes? Okay then. Back here to this corner. What do you guys dislike back in this corner?
Being controlled, complainers, conflict, people who ignore, injustice, no outline, vagueness, incomplete processing or processes that take too long, and lack of common sense.
So you really don't like injustice, and that's a key one for this group back here. They really like things to be fair and equal and like that. Okay, and over here, what do you guys dislike?
Chaos, miscommunication, co-workers.
At least they're honest back here.
Inaccuracy, laziness, lateness, missed deadlines, people who are paid for doing nothing. Change in the middle of the road, lack of control, overwork, BS, inefficiency, and ambiguity.
Thank you for being honest with us. Now, are you starting to see a pattern here? I'll get you guys the next time. Okay. See, these guys, they're going to call my attention to it, aren't they? Because, hey, you're not... Pay attention to us, so I'll get you guys here the next time. But see, what we're starting to see is we're starting to see the fault lines that occur in workplace, aren't we? Now, would these people be good in a different kind of job than these people? Yes. But do we need these people and these people in the same company? Yes. What? They... You guys need them to do the work. Is that So, hey, let's ask a question Let me ask a question up front here. Are relationships important to you guys over here? Yes. Are relationships important to you guys? Relationships are important to you guys too. How about you guys over here? Are relationships important to you? Yes. But you guys see relationships as a task. So when it's time for the relationship, you pull out your list and you say, okay, relationship, check. Oh, I got to do that people thing today. If you're married, you say to your wife, look, honey, I told you 25 years ago I love you. If it changes, I'll let you know. Tell the wife I love her, check, done. Okay, next thing. It's not that they don't like relationships, it's just that they see them as a task. Okay, so the next question, we're going to make sure we get to these people here, are what are your strengths?
Our strengths are being organized, independent thinking, being loyal, being go-to people, using common sense, being perfectionist-oriented, that's practical, highly engaged, more effective. We have a long list of this group. Actually, we concentrate on being more effective, and that's about it.
Oh, they're the top 5% in case you need to know that.
Visionary, having a lot of options, innovative, high communication, persuasiveness, enthusiasm, progressive, and having a high ability to delegate and motivate.
Okay, what are your strengths?
Creativity, communication, zest for life, enjoy people, motivation, positive attitudes, optimism, and, back to motivators.
All right, so these people share, give me one more over here up in our front group.
These are strengths.
What are your strengths?
Relating, empathizing, listening, influencing, positive, assertive, organizers, intuitive, creative, problem solvers, solution creators. No, I can't read them.
So one of your strengths is not need handwriting. I don't think that matters in this job. Okay, what are your strengths back here?
Listening, organization, communication, empathy, logic, people skills, thoroughness, details, fairness, multitasking.
Can I point out an observation? This group is perfectly willing to let me hold the microphone. This group up here is whipping the microphone out of my hand and saying, wait a minute, you didn't call on me. All right, what's your strengths?
Getting things done, accuracy, details, organized, process-oriented, following the rules, teaching, work ethic, and tenacious.
Okay, now let's do the weaknesses. What are your weaknesses?
Lack of patience with the process, getting too stressful about the work, sometimes having tunnel vision, putting work before friendships, too many tasks, taking them on, and not being able to say no.
Okay, so now they put work before friendships. Sometimes you guys might put friendships before work, right?
Very similar to that group, adding to it, taking on too many responsibilities, moving too fast through our tasks, having a lot of unfinished projects, difficulty prioritizing at times, and then not being able to leave anything at work.
So you take your work home with you, okay? And up here, what are your? Go ahead. Okay, pick me. Okay.
Okay, weaknesses: chocolate, attention span, patience, details, repetitive tasks.
Yeah, their attention span. These people up in the front of the room, as soon as they say, hey, you know what, we should release a new product next month, that's it. They think it's done when they say, we should release a product next month. These people on the back side of the room, they're the ones who figure out how to release the product next month, right? All right, back here, another my good person here in the green.
What's this is?
Weaknesses.
Okay. Hard to see big picture, lost in the details, sometimes slower with processes, too kind and forgiving, believe the best in people first, and too adaptable.
Okay. So these people, and I'm just going to, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to tell you what the major motivation for each group is. And you get our weaknesses back here.
Social interaction, conferences.
So you're having a good time here, aren't you?
Taking on too much, stress, and deviations from the plan.
All right, thank you. Now, we got one more question to go, but let's think about what we've got here. I'm going to tell you the major motivation up here is to get things done. The major motivation over here is people and interactions like that. The major motivation back here is to avoid making a mistake. The major motivation back here is to organize things. Now, the natural fault lines in this room fall on diagonals. So if you've got conflict in your organization, it's almost always at the diagonals. Like this, these people are in natural conflict with these people. Those people are in natural conflict with these people up here. The fault lines fall like that. Because you guys have stuff in common. When you're contiguous like this, you've got something in common. When you get diagonal like that, you've got nothing in common. So if you've got conflict going on, this is where I would look, is along these diagonal lines. Okay, the last question we've got is, what can you do to be more effective?
Become better delegators, slow down the process, broaden our resources, Focus on building stronger relationships and realize that we may be replaceable.
No, you're not. Oh, no. All right. What can you do to be more effective over here?
Get organized, improve tolerance, be more patient, slow down, and have the ability to be wrong.
How about somebody else over here?
To be a more effective subordinate, have more subordinates to share the work with, delegate, training, autonomy, less distractions, and get past the detailed people.
Get past Look, you guys want to have a party, but they're the ones who are going to figure out how you're going to have the party, right? All right, what can you do to be more effective?
Delegate, ask for input, slow down, look at the bigger picture, try not to get emotionally involved, and have a drink.
All right. All right, and the last group over here.
Delegate, be more flexible, listen and communicate, learn to relax, lower our expectations, don't hold others to the same levels that we expect of ourselves, and better planning.
All right, but you guys are already good at planning. That's your strength. But you want better planning. So let's think now. How can we use this in the workplace? Well, before we do that, let's imagine now out here. Do you guys have four-way stop signs? Four-way stop signs where? Where? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not. That's a bad question to ask, wasn't it? Out here in the boonies, do you guys have?
And they all pull up to the four-way stop sign at the same time. And you ever been in that situation where you're not sure who really got there first and who's going to go next? All right, what are these people? What? They're going to slow down, maybe. They're out of here, right? What's this group going to do? Run it. Oh, look, there's other people here. Hi, everybody. What are those guys in the back going to do? They're going to wave the other people on because their major motivation is to not offend anybody. What are these people going to do? Calculate who got there first and make sure that everybody goes in the proper order. So when these people don't bother to pay any attention to that, what happens? Let's say that we've got a car with this group in it at the stop sign, and these people pull up behind them. Just give them a little tap and get them moving. Right? So what we've done here is we've found out about personality and behavior. This is not adequate for hiring somebody into a job because you can't exactly correlate a personality and behavior with a job. But you can get a decent idea, can't you? That these people, if we were hiring accountants, they'd be great accountants, wouldn't they? These people up here, obviously this side of the room, we're in an HR group here, so we've got a lot of people in this room, don't we? These people are the people who are the planners, the thinkers. These are in fact, we've got names for them. I'm going to give you the group names. We call these people the controllers. We call these people the influencers. We call these people the supporters, and we call these people the analyzers because that's mainly what they do. In the general this room is not at all representative of the general population. In the general population, it's 40%, that group back there. So most of the people you're going to be bringing in, their major motivation is to avoid doing things wrong. And drives these people nuts. So when we put this all together, what we've got is we've got the potential for conflict in the workplace, don't we? But if we know what people are before we bring them in, or after they're in we find out who they are, then we can manage this more effectively. Okay, you can all sit down. You can all sit down. Thank you for playing.